There's a 38-minute traffic. This is the first time I'm seeing this in the US. 38 minutes of traffic. I've never seen so much traffic in the US. I'm going to Delaware and it's almost 100 miles from my house. Usually the 100 miles should take around 2 hours to 2 hours 15 minutes. But because of this traffic, I don't know what happened. It's going to take around 3 hours. Hi and welcome back to my channel. I am Kushal and I really love to travel. I'm lucky enough that I've got the opportunity to travel to a couple of states in the US, and I've been planning to travel to a different state for a while now. And after saving money for 3 to 4 weeks, I'm here at a place called Mount Pocono, and this place is in the state Pennsylvania. Mount Pocono or Pocono Mountains is a mountainous area, and this place is around 120 miles away from Jersey City. So it's going to take us around 2.5 to 3 hours to reach this place. It's a really wonderful place, and the roads here are really amazing. I've come to this place with one of my brothers. I travel to many cities and I usually book from Airbnb, and I always book a hotel or a room or a single room for me. But this is the first time that I book an entire house for me and my brother. So I'm assuming it's going to be a wonderful experience. Booking an entire property through Airbnb is a little expensive, but it's definitely worth the money if you go with the right companion. My brother never stayed in an Airbnb before, so he was assuming a traditional reception type hotel. And when I told him that we are going to stay in an Airbnb and we have to enter the code to open the property, to open the door for the property, he was surprised. But when we came here later in the evening, it was around 9:30 p.m. and we were welcomed not by a human being but with an animal, and that animal is a bear. It was our first time seeing a bear in real life. We never saw a bear in real life, only in pictures and videos. This property is kind of in a secluded area. So, right when we were entering the property, it was pitch dark. And once we were entering the main gate of the property, a bear was passing by from another house. We were assuming that it was taking garbage from that house, but we were really scared when we saw the bear. We did not assume that it was a bear actually because it was dark, it was pitch dark already, and the bear was definitely black in color. So, my first reaction when I saw that animal was it can either be a cat or a ghost, but we don't believe in ghosts, so we were just assuming it was a cat. But it was really huge, and that's when we waited for some time and then we realized that it was actually a bear. We reversed our car immediately and went to a nearby place where there were actually streetlights and a couple of people. So we inquired from a couple of people over there if this place is actually safe to stay in, and they informed us that it's safe to stay and there are a couple of wild animals here, and bears are actually a common scene here. And so they just suggested us to stay a little more safe and do not open the door, especially during the nights. We were heavy hearted to return to the property, but finally we did with utmost caution. We parked near our property number, and then we were careful enough to open the door and we entered as quickly as possible. Luckily, we were safe inside, and this is really a wonderful place. The property is not huge, but it's enough to accommodate more than 8 people. This is the property. This is the kitchen as soon as we entered. Some space here, stuff. This is the seating area. It has 2 bedrooms. This is one bedroom, and this is the other one. It's a good property for the price that I've paid, and he's my brother. Kind of shy. They've already informed us about this. Keep in mind, we are in the Pocono Mountains, and now there is common to see all sorts of wildlife. I'm already aware of this. I already read this, but it's surprising for me because I've never experienced such a thing of encountering any wild animals. So I was kind of confused, scared at the same time. It's almost 10:45 in the night, so the plan for now is just to sleep or rest or watch TV for some time and then go to bed. We are starting the day tomorrow morning. Probably we'll go to Mount Pocono for trekking, or that was my brother was suggesting that we'll go for trekking. And my plan is not to trek because if you trek, obviously you're going to spend the entire day over there. But that's the only thing that we can do here. And actually, we are going to search for some places nearby which we can actually do. Probably visit a couple of parks or any theme park. If that is not possible, then we might go trekking tomorrow morning. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good night for now. Good morning from the Pocono Mountains. This is the location. It's almost 8:30 in the morning now. This is the car. We realized that there's a small pond kind of thing here which we couldn't see last night. It's really beautiful. These are the cabins. So there are 7 cabins in this property, and this is a cabin number 6. This is where we saw the bear last night. Even though there are a lot of properties here, I don't know where the bear actually came from. Right next to this property is the main road, but somehow we encountered the bear. It's really peaceful here and calm. There's nothing else here. It's like a town. It's like a small town called Barrett, and Pocono Mountains is in this area. Not many people, but a small town. This is what I wanted to experience, a peaceful place around trees. The property is really worth the money that I paid for. The plan for now is nothing much. My brother is getting ready now. We are going to go have breakfast. And after that, we are thinking to go to Mount Pocono for trekking if possible. There's also a water theme park nearby. This place is around like 20 miles from here. We might go there as well. There's nothing much to see here. I believe because it's small town, there's only a couple of places here for food as well. I don't think there's any Starbucks or Dunkin's here for coffee. So I'm thinking where to go to have my cup of coffee. So that's the plan for now, and I'll keep you updated. We're all ready now. My brother's name is Hemant. So Hemant and I are ready now. Now the plan is to go have coffee if possible, and then to Mount Pocono, where we might go for trekking if that's a good option, definitely. We started to the coffee shop now. This is where we saw the bear last night. We were on the other side of the road and we were entering the property, and the bear was passing by from here. So we stopped here for some time, then we reversed. We went to the nearby location. We inquired from a couple of people if this place is really safe. It's a good location. There's not much noise, though there's a main road next to the property. There's no network here, so we are randomly driving on the streets looking for a coffee shop. We couldn't see all this while driving last night because it was pitch dark, obviously. There are mostly pizza places here for breakfast, and we don't want to eat pizza for breakfast. So we did the plan of having the traditional breakfast, and we are actually going to Dunkin'. It's around like 10 miles from here. That's going to take around 15 minutes. The roads are beautiful. Everything is nice. It's sunny, but it's a little cold today. Definitely because it's the mountains and it's almost like fall season. We were just driving to a location and then we found the horse stable. It's around $45 for 45 minutes, but it's sold out. And the next availability is on Monday morning, but we are returning on Sunday, so it's not possible today. It says Mountain Creek Riding Stable. What's up? How are you? Not responding. And there are more in the back. It's not visible, but some good to know information. Horses have the largest size of all land mammals. Horses can directly. So this is the place, all booked now. So this is a forest area and also a park. There's also a river nearby. So we have parked our car and now we are just walking towards the park, towards the river. This place is really beautiful and the roads are extremely beautiful here. It's a little inside the forest. You have to drive around probably 4 to 5 miles inside the forest. But it's definitely worth it and it's definitely a beautiful location. The traditional water pump. This is Del Water Gap. It's mean Delaware Water Gap. This is between the mountains, kind of a beach. I've been here before. It's just around 100 miles from Jersey City. This is my second time coming here. It's a very small beach. Not even a beach actually, just a place next to the lake. Hemant wants to trek and I want to go kayaking. So we're just roaming from place to place with no destination in mind or maps. We're just roaming around Pennsylvania. And this is also the border of Jersey, like New Jersey. So we are roaming from place to place here, in between the mountains. We saw a lake, definitely the mountains. The roads are extremely beautiful. The location is really beautiful. So now we are in search of a trekking place and also a kayaking place. There are boats here, people are doing kayaking, but we are not finding the place where we can start kayaking. So we're just in search of that. We ended up trekking. We came to the starting point of the trekking place. I think it's around 1 to 2 miles. So I'm not sure how much time is it going to take for us to go to the other side of the mountain. As of now, we just started climbing the mountains. For now it's easy because we are just climbing the stairs. This is the parking. And this is the trail. Let's see how far we can go. We do not aim to climb the entire mountain, obviously. We just asked someone. They said it's going to be around 1 mile and it's going to take us around 40 to 50 minutes to climb. I believe we didn't even cross 0.3 miles. We already took our first break. How does one expect me to climb this? I don't know. Oh my god. அப்படிதான் ட்ரெக்கிங் ஆனார் ப்ராப்பர் ரோடு este. We only reached the first leg of the mountain and it's much more to climb, so we decided not to go further. We have climbed around 15 to 20 minutes now. We are tired actually. We took one break and then we reached here. We're going to rest here for some time, click some pictures, and then return to the parking spot. Though it's a beautiful mountain, but it's extremely steep. It would take around 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes, I am assuming, to climb this entire mountain. I'm not really sure. And this is the view from the first leg of the mountain. We parked our car somewhere over there. I don't even know. But that's the road. And that's the river that we went to some time ago. And this is the place. We climbed down the mountain. It took us around 20 minutes. It took us around 25 to 30 minutes to climb the mountain. It was not too difficult, but yes, it was tiring. We took one break to reach the first leg of the mountain, and from there, it's a lovely view of the river. You can see the entire mountains from the first leg of the mountain. So it's worth visiting this place, it's worth climbing this mountain. And now our plan is to go have a lunch. It's almost 2 in the afternoon. We are a little hungry because we did a lot of things since morning. So now is the time to go have lunch, and we are searching for places for lunch now. I think you would enjoy this place if you visit here, not as a tourist, but someone who just wants to have an experience, some kind of a random experience that you cannot describe. And I believe that's when you would actually enjoy this entire journey of climbing the mountain or roaming around this area. This area is mostly not a tourist place, but as this is more of a nature place where you can simply rest for some time, where you can simply sit down near the lake or near the river, or you can climb a mountain, or you can do kayaking. So this is not actually a tourist place in my assumption. We came to a place called Edge of the Woods. There's river rafting and kayaking here, but Hemant is tired from the trekking, so we're not doing that. This is a good place too. For one person, they said it's around $53, and for two, it's 118. So this is what they have. Bike rentals. It's in the same river which we saw earlier. They have ample of parking. They have many kayaks, and so now that we're not kayaking, we'll just go have a lunch. We came to a restaurant nearby this place, Sango Kura. I don't know how to pronounce it. And this is the menu. Eat ramen. Looks like a good place. Welcome mortals. The place looks decent enough. We ordered something in chicken. It's called yaki sobu. It has cabbage, it has broccoli, it has chicken, and a couple of sauces over it. So let me see how it is. My first time having something like this. I've never had this before. Places near Pocono and Delwater Gap has a lot of adventurous places. They have ATV rides, they have kayaking, they have horse rides. But the only problem is you have to book in advance if you're coming here during the weekends, because we just called a couple of horse riding places and kayaking places and also ATV rides. Most of them are booked for the weekend, and the next availability date is on Monday or Tuesday. The prices of these rides are between $50 to $100 per 1 to 1.5 hour. So it's not too expensive, I believe. I did not experience these as of now, but I'm assuming if in case I travel to such kind of places next time, I would have to research them in advance and book in advance. So this is the place. Looks good. Even the reviews are better. 4.5. So we are waiting for our food. Let's see how it actually tastes. So this is it. Yoki Shuba. Yoki Shuba is what it's called. I don't know how it's going to taste. Hemant, first bite Dintava. Okay, let me taste it. It's actually good. Tastes like Maggi noodles which we make in India. Tastes like Maggi with some kind of a barbecue sauce. We just reached the property where I sees the Airbnb, and Hemant is searching for the bear that we saw last night. He's questioning why the bear is not here today. This property is really good again. Today was a fun day. We had breakfast and went for trekking in the morning. We didn't really have any plan as to visit a certain place today. We didn't have any itinerary for this trip. We just visited this place. I just wanted to move away from the city, so that's how we came here. That's how we rented this house. We entered the property. So we didn't technically have any specific thing in mind to do. We came here last night and then we searched for places to visit, and then we found trekking and a couple of waterfalls and kayaking and other places to visit, and that's how we roamed around this area today. There's no network here with this Wi-Fi, so we are managing things. There's not even a coffee shop nearby. We had to drive around like 5 miles to get a cup of coffee. Luckily, we found one while we were returning to the property. It's almost 6 in the evening now, and now the plan is to do nothing. We just planning to stay back at the property, and we also packed our dinner while returning to the Airbnb. Just because I'm assuming the restaurants here are going to get closed by 8 or 9 in the evening, so we just didn't want to take any risk, and that's the reason we packed our dinner here. The entire place is extremely calm and extremely clean, and this being the fall season, we could also see the fall colors on the way. There are a lot of trees. It's obviously a forest area, and we are in between a forest area. We called many places for the ATV rides if there's any availability for today or tomorrow. There's no availability even for tomorrow afternoon, and the plan is to return tomorrow afternoon back to Jersey, and Hemant is going back to Delaware. The next available slot is on Monday and Tuesdays, so that cannot be possible. So we are skipping the ATV ride for this time, and probably next time we're going to do it. This is the best place in the entire house. This is where I'm since yesterday, since last night. I was watching a movie here last night, and even today I'm watching a movie sitting in the same place. This is the best place in the entire house. Though we have 2 bedrooms, Hemant is sleeping here and I'm sleeping here, but this is the best place. There's everything in this house, from coffee maker, cups, plates, spoons, microwave. There's a sink. There's spoons over here. We also have these in case you want to cook something. A fridge, a dining table, a TV, yes, and this lovely place. Hi and welcome to day 2 of a Pocono mountain trip. After some research last night, we finally found an ATV ride today. So we booked an appointment for 12 in the afternoon. It's around 9 a.m. in the morning, and we woke up, we got ready, we checked out of the Airbnb, and now we're going to have breakfast. And directly from there, we're going to go to the ATV ride. The price for the ATV ride for 1 hour is around $110 with taxes, and we had to book in advance through online. So we made an appointment for 12 p.m. in the afternoon. We arrived at the ATV riding place. It's really empty as of now. We were assuming it's going to be full because it's a weekend, but I don't see anyone here. These are the bikes. The RTV ride was really fun. It was my first ever time doing this, and the duration for this RTV ride is 1 hour. The first leg of trail, for the first 15 minutes, they gave an introduction on how to ride and what to expect during the trail, how many off-roads there's going to be, and how many breaks can we take, what to use, what not to use, how to apply the brakes, how to use the accelerator. The trail is inside a forest, so you can expect a lot of off-roads and a lot of dust. My shirt is full of dust, my pants and my shoes are full of dust. They will give you a helmet that is mandatory and you have to wear it no matter what. And of course, you cannot use your cell phones or your camera during the ride. That's for sure. We had one break during the ride where we could click pictures and videos, and that was deep inside the forest. They also gave us instructions that we might encounter bears, deers or turkeys, so we had to be a little careful.
Once you get up on top, you can go back to normal, let go of that extra gas, and continue. When you're going over the rough terrain, hang on to the handlebars. It has a tendency to want to chatter you off or throw you off into the woods. Going around the corners, keep that brake handy in case someone stops in front of you or an animal would happen to jump out. Going down the hills, you don't need as much throttle. Let gravity help you out. Coast down a little bit. Keep the brake handy just to control your speed. We also have some forks or Ys in the road over there, so if you should happen to take a wrong turn and get lost, don't panic. Stay where you're at. Someone will be back to get you within 24 hours. Okay. Don't worry, we haven't lost anybody yet.
We just finished the ride and we are out of that place. We just came to a nearby place where I found a pond. The location behind me is extremely beautiful and I'll show you that in a minute. So this is the place. This place is really nice. It's a little pond. A little information about the Pocono Mountains. It's not really a tourist attraction area. You cannot expect a proper tourist place here. It's not like Miami or New York City. This is more of a scenic place. You get to see a lot of lakes, a lot of ponds and a lot of mountains here. You can come here to enjoy nature. You can come here for a peaceful mind. So this is the end of our 2-day trip to the Pocono Mountains, which is in Pennsylvania. Now we are returning home. It's just 120 miles to Jersey City, but it would take around 3 hours to reach Jersey City. We might have lunch somewhere in between the drive. Thank you for watching this video till the very end. If you did like the video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.